So you probably heard about the big federal spending bill that passed last month, the one President Donald Trump was calling the big, beautiful bill. There was a lot of controversial stuff in that bill, cuts to Medicaid and food stamps and some tax cuts for the wealthy. But there was actually something in that bill that Republicans and Democrats have both been wanting to get done for like 10 years or more. And that's a way to use federal financial aid to pay for shorter workforce training. I'm Natalie Yahr. I write about jobs and job training for Wisconsin Watch, and I'm here to tell you about that new type of financial aid and how to figure out if you might qualify for it. You might already know the term Pell Grants, the federal government's largest grant program to support college students. They grant up to $7,395 a year for low-income college students. Until now, those funds were only available for classes that ran at least 15 weeks, or about a semester long. For people who wanted to take shorter training courses, like, say, to be a truck driver or a paramedic, they were out of luck. They weren't eligible for those funds. This new program is called Workforce Pell, and it's designed to fill that gap by giving smaller federal financial aid grants for classes that could be as short as 8 weeks long. Those courses have to lead to an industry-based certification, and they have to meet a few other requirements as well. So who qualifies for these grants? These grants are available to people who don't have a graduate degree and are not in graduate school. They can already have a bachelor's degree. The income criteria are the same as with the classic Pell Grants. The only way to know if you qualify is to complete the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA. And you can do that by going online to www.fafsa.gov or studentaid.gov. And what kinds of training would qualify? We do know that the programs would need to run between 8 and 14 weeks long. That could include things like a commercial driver's license, or CDL, EMT basic certification, and various IT certifications, and lots of other things. So when will these grants be available? They're supposed to be available starting in fall 2026, but it's possible that Trump's major cuts to the Department of Education could delay that start. There's a nonprofit called Jobs for the Future that looks at education and workforce issues. They think that starting in fall 2026 is an aggressive timeline, given those factors. However, folks who are interested in getting one of these grants, the first thing they should do is go ahead and complete the FAFSA, and you can do that now.